Are they figuring this out as they go?
You know, it has been such a roller coaster this week. I know I don't need to tell you guys that with the tariffs, all of the back and forth on this. And I think really what we're seeing is Trump's negotiating style and his tactics really on full display here, how he approaches these things. And I think Trump and the White House would argue, I think they're feeling good about this right now. And I think that they would argue that they've had success with this strategy, even as there's been so much chaos and confusion and changes this week, because ultimately they have gotten Canada and Mexico to take real steps to increase border security. That's something that Trump talked about a lot on the campaign trail. And then to curb the flow of fentanyl coming across the U.S. border. I think White House officials are still waiting to see Canada and Mexico both take more steps when it comes to that. There's a chance they're signaling an openness to making this very temporary pause, as you mentioned, more permanent. We heard Howard Lutnick say today, you know, hopefully Mexico and Canada will have done a good enough job on fentanyl that this part of the conversation will be taken off the table. Because, as you mentioned, this is still set to all go into effect on April 2nd. It's just a temporary pause.
Well, yeah, they are casting this as the drug war. The actual trade war part perhaps comes later on April 2nd when it's reciprocal tariffs on everybody. They seem to be just pushing everything toward that date. Are we likely to get an extension of that one as well? Or is that the day that really everything comes down and on a permanent basis?
You know, it's a great question. We actually just don't know at this point. I think, you know, we've seen, like I said, this is part of Trump's sort of larger negotiating strategy. I think we've seen even if they were to go into effect, it wouldn't be surprising if then they were to be lifted. And I think, you know, the Commerce Department right now has been clear that these different tariffs would vary country by country. They're still trying to figure out what these different rates are going to be. But one thing I would say, just how the White House and Trump are feeling about the effects that American consumers might feel on this, I think I would just highlight, you know, it was so striking to hear Trump a couple of nights ago really acknowledge that the average American might feel some of these effects. I think you don't typically hear this kind of language from him. He said, you know, there will be a little disturbance, but we are okay with that. It won't be much. And then to farmers specifically saying, you know, there might be an adjustment period. I just want to highlight that because it's so unlike Trump to hear him talk about any kind of downside to a plan that he has. You know, he speaks in such hyperbolic terms. And so I think that was a really notable concession from him and really reflects the volatility that we're seeing in the stock market, because ultimately, you know, we know that Trump, more so maybe than any other president, really views the stock market as a barometer for success.